How to play Backgammon Chouette. Backgammon Chouette is a variant of backgammon designed for 3 or more players. One player competes against the rest and the game is often played for money. Before you try to play a game of Backgammon Chouette, you may want to take some time to learn how to play regular backgammon first. Part 1. Preparing to play. 1. Determine who will be the box. Before you start a game of Backgammon Chouette, have each player throw a die. The player who rolls the highest number is designated as the box. That player will play against all of the other players who will form a team. In a betting game, the benefit of playing as the box is that each member of the opposite team will be required to pay you if you win. However, you will have to pay each member of the opposite team if you lose. For example, if you are playing against 3 people and the bet is $1, then you would win $3 if you win the game. But if you lose the game, then you would have to pay each player $1. 2. Choose the first team captain. The players who form the team that will play against the box will need to determine who will be the first captain. The captain will play against the box for the entire team. Each member of the team will get a turn to be the captain, so don't worry if you don't get to be captain for the first round. It is a good idea to decide on an order, so that you know who will be captain first, second, third and so on. 3. Decide if consulting will be permitted. When playing as the captain of a team, consulting with your teammates before you make a move can be quite helpful. But being allowed to consult with your teammates may also put the box at a great disadvantage. If your fellow players do not already have a rule about consulting with your teammates during the match, you should take a moment to decide if consulting will be allowed during this match. 4. Decide if you will play with one doubling cube or multiple doubling cubes. Many Chouette matches are played with multiple doubling cubes so that each player and team member has a personal doubling cube. But you can still play with a single doubling cube so that only the box and captain may raise the stakes. Playing with multiple doubling cubes allows players who are observing the captain and box to raise the stakes at any time, but the double does not apply to the rest of the players. For example, if one player chooses to double, then the double would only apply to that player and the box. Therefore, if the box loses the round and the starting bet was $2, then the box would have to pay the player who doubled twice the amount of the starting bet, $4. Keep in mind that the doubling cube can go up to 64, so the stakes can become quite high in a game of Backgammon Chouette. 5. Place bets if you are betting. People often bet on Backgammon Chouette matches, but the game can be played with or without betting. If you are betting, then make sure that everyone places their bets prior to the start of the game. It is also a good idea to confirm that all of the players agree to the stakes. Remember that the box has to pay the bet amount for each member of the team he or she is playing against. Therefore, if the bet is $2 and there are 5 people on the opposing team, then the box must pay in $10 total. If one of the players uses the doubling cube during the round, then the bet amount increases along with it. For example, if the starting bet was $2 and the box or the captain doubles once, then the new bet is $4. Part 2. Playing a game. 1. Observe the normal rules of backgammon. Other than the box, captain, team rotation, and betting rules, a Backgammon Chouette match is the same as a regular backgammon match. The box and the captain should play a normal game of backgammon and the winner, or winning team, will collect the bets at the end. If you have decided that consulting will be allowed, then the team playing against the box may advise their captain about what moves to make or when to double. 2. Ask about any special rules or customs that your fellow players observe. Some backgammon clubs or players have a set of rules that they play by. Ask about these rules before you play a match with a new group of players and do your best to observe them. For example, the Atlanta Backgammon Association does not permit consulting on doubling cube decisions, but the captain of a team may consult with his teammates regarding checker play. 3. Have someone keep score if you are not betting. If you are just playing a Backgammon Chouette match for fun, then you should have someone keep track of the score. Players get 1 point for winning a match, unless one of the players used the doubling cube and then the points increase according to the amount of the double. If you are betting, then it is a good idea to have someone keep track of the doubling cube and determine how the doubles affect the bets. Tips. There are several Chouette rules, therefore if you are playing in a club, verify the house rules beforehand. Warnings. Watch out for cheats such as dice manipulation, late doubling and so on. Don't offer or accept a cube you cannot afford, especially when the cube is on 8 and higher. Things. Backgammon board. 2 sets of checkers in 2 different colors. 2 pairs of dice. 2 dice shakers. 1 or more doubling cubes. Pencil and paper to keep score. At least 3 players.